Victory Tuesday, Bears fans. I hope you are enjoying it. I certainly am. My voice, not so much, but we're going to battle through today. What a moment for this guy, Jake freaking Moody, baby. If you're still fired up about last night's win, hit that thumbs up icon and like this video. Little Overreaction Tuesday and some news coming up here on Chicago Bears Now. I'm Harrison Graham. Want to get to a DJ Moore update to kick off today's show. The Bears wide receiver did stay in a D.C. area hospital last night after Chicago's win over Washington. Courtney Cronin and other reporters said that the team announced that it was a precautionary medical evaluation. We should hear something later today, perhaps any minute, and when we do, we'll have a YouTube short up on the channel, and we'll talk about it on our live show as well. Doesn't sound too serious typically when they say precautionary. Should be okay. There was a video from, the post-game festivities on the field when they were jogging off, and he was smiling going off the field. So I don't know if he got to the locker room and felt something weird somewhere, and they did a quick check, and they decided to take him to the hospital. Maybe he had some cracked ribs and they were checking for a punctured lung. Who knows? But hopefully he's okay. Sending good vibes. I thought early on in the game he was a difference maker. Caleb was peppering him on the first couple of drives and had a couple of tough physical plays after the catch as well. So hopefully he can continue to contribute for this team, and hopefully he's okay first and foremost. But again, once we know more, we will pass that along, but that is where things sit right now. Hail Moody had an awesome super chat who said this last night. They had their Hail Mary last year. We got our Hail Moody last night as Jake Moody went 4 for 5 on field goals, including nailing the game-winning 38-yard field goal. And look, we can take this a million different ways. If nothing else, if Jake Moody never kicks again for the Chicago Bears, A, what a moment, and B, a worthwhile signing in addition to the practice squad. Because when he got cut by the San Francisco 49ers, his confidence was shot. And when the Bears signed him to the practice squad, I was like, okay, talented guy, third round. I'm not, no expectations, not getting my hopes up, but he had to answer the bell last night because Cairo Santos' thigh hit a quad, whatever he's dealing with, apparently flared up over the weekend, and he made some big kicks. Hit 3 from 40-plus in the first half. Did have one blocked on a ball that I thought he kicked low, and the Commanders got a good push on the interior there. But stayed in there, came back, hit that game-winning 38-yard field goal. So what a moment for him, and a great story of redemption, and I think a great just kind of, symbolism for this team this year. Just next man up. Step up and make a play. This team's had a lot of injuries early on in the season, and Jake Moody was the latest example of that, to step up for his team when the Bears needed it most. A worthwhile game ball from Ben Johnson last night. Now, I know we're going to get questions about, is there a kicker controversy? Well, number one, I don't know what Cairo Santos' status is. He seems to be dealing with a thigh quad issue. And look, when you already are a strong-legged kicker, if you're dealing with a leg injury, you probably have to get back to 100%. I don't think you're going to kick Cairo Santos at 85, 90% when he already doesn't have a very big leg for NFL kicker standards. So, my initial thought is get Cairo 100% healthy. And, next week, if he's not, I'd kick Jake Moody again. Would I say all things equal, Jake Moody stole his job last night? I wouldn't necessarily say that. He kicked a couple touchbacks, kicked a couple of balls on kickoffs. A couple of the field goals were low-flighted trajectory. So I don't think Jake Moody all of a sudden is a completely cured kicker after his struggles in San Francisco. But listen, it's a nice guy to have, right? I mean, he's got a strong leg. You can continue to develop him, whether he's the starter or not. The one thing that is worth mentioning is if he remains on the practice squad and another team needs a kicker, they could sign him to the 53. Now, he could say no and stay here on the practice squad and continue to develop. That would be his call if that situation popped up. But we'll kind of see how this goes. Do I trust Cairo more, all things equal? Probably. Does Jake Moody offer something that Cairo doesn't, a much bigger leg, and he's young, and if you can develop him, could you have a long-term answer? Yes, so it's a bit tough, but after one game, I don't want to get too caught up in the moment, but hey, if Cairo's not 100%, I'm kicking Jake Moody next week. I will say that. Pick a kicker. You guys let me know. Type CS for Cairo Santos, JM for Jake Moody. What a night for the Michigan man as he delivers in the clutch for the Chicago Bears. All right, today's show sponsored by Mando. It's kind of become a thing with your boy, right? The pit-stained shirt during these watch parties. Should have lathered some Mando on. That's an L on my part, but Mando's going to have you guys covered, fellas, with the body odor control. You can trust me on that. You can get 20% off all their products with code CHAT at checkout. Fall is here, which means football is in full force. In other words, it's the best time of the year for the fellas. It's a great time to be out and about, and if you're like me, that includes being outside a lot with my son and doing a lot of stuff around the house. Don't let body odor sideline you this fall. Mando deodorant plus sweat controls for real working guys. Mando is formulated to stop odor before it starts, and it doesn't mask odor with overwhelming fragrance. Mando has several awesome products, from their deodorant wipe, spray deodorant, stick deodorant, and much more. Best part is that Mando's products are safe from head to toe. Check this out. With one swipe, you're good to go. This isn't your typical deodorant. It's clinical strength, 2 times better at controlling sweat than the standard. It controls both sweat and odor for 72 hours, and after just 12 hours, underarm sweat was reduced by 92%. This stuff works. Mando Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with the solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like the mini body wash and deodorant wipes, plus free shipping. As a special offer for our listeners here on Bears Now, new customers get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive code CHAT. That is code CHAT, C-H-A-T, at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide plus free shipping. That's SHOPMANDO.com. Use code CHAT. Please support our show. Let them know we sent you. Mando's got you covered. Protect your pits. Smell great doing it. Is the run game back? Well, it was for one game. DeAndre Swift had a breakout game for this season. Certainly he's had good games in his career before. Had a lot of big running lanes, especially on a lot of those toss crack plays, behind the tackles. Good for DeAndre Swift. He's a hard worker. Teammates really seem to like him. Ben has stayed patient with him and this running attack. And it seems like during the bye week, an emphasis was to find some solutions in the run game and for the run defense as well, which all things considered had a pretty good night considering the Bears outgained the Commanders on the ground. 7.7 average. Of course, he took that 55-yard out route to the house as well when he made a man miss for that big touchdown to get the Bears back within 2 points. I thought DeAndre Swift had a monster night for him, for the Bears, for this team, and I think Ben Johnson found something in the run game. And I think these 2 tackles, this combination is what you're going to see moving forward. Theo, Benedet, they were using him a lot out in space in the run game. Darnell, Wright, I haven't watched the film of every play. I've seen a few clips out there. I thought he kicked ass last night. There were multiple plays where he's blocking multiple players. That run to spring DeAndre inside the 20 to set up the shorter Jake Moody field goal, he blocked 2 guys. I mean, he's playing with I don't know what the exact injury is. I think David Kaplan said he's got a torn UCL in his elbow. That does not sound fun, and I thought he played really well last night. So good to have Darnell back. Theo was definitely an upgrade over Braxton Jones from the naked eye, and DeAndre Swift took advantage. So good for him. Good for Ben Johnson to find some success. Feels like they leaned more into the outside zone game, which I think fits Swift as a runner. So hopefully they can build on it because if they can run the ball consistently and if Caleb can tighten some things up a little bit, we'll talk about him in a second, then this offense can be pretty damn potent. All right, subscribe to the channel. Win, lose, draw, good news, bad news, no matter what, we are going to be here every single day with the latest news, updates, takes on what's going on with this team, and so much more. So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and, of course, we will be live today. Okay, let's evaluate Caleb a little further, kind of the morning after evaluation of the quarterback. Just looking at the numbers, 17 of 29, 252, had a touchdown, no turnovers. Probably should have had a pick in the end zone. Sanders still had a chance to make a play. It wasn't a gimme pick, but I bet he would say he should have squeezed that one. So got away with one there. Did rush a touchdown. Also had a touchdown taken off on that roam. Just kind of just lob ball when they faced a blitz zero. That was a great play by Rome. And Theo Benedet got, I thought, let's face it, a bogus penalty there. But, kind of a mixed bag. I don't think it was a great game from Caleb, but I think it was good enough. I think when he needed to make some plays, he made them. And that's kind of been the story this season. I thought he started strong. I thought he finished strong. I thought it was kind of got wonky in the middle, especially in that second quarter. The accuracy started to kind of go all over the place. And, that's still an area where, he needs to improve. The accuracy is not great. He's in that 62% range this season. So you'd like to get him at least, in that 65 plus. I don't, the goal of 70, that's probably not going to happen. But this offense does generate explosives. So, if you're going to miss some, if you're generating explosives, I think you'll take that trade-off in year two. And I think overall the growth is there. It's there has been improvement. Ben Johnson has certainly been very, very good for his development. A couple of nice play action completions last night, which has been an area of growth for Caleb this year as well. Here's what I do like as well. There were some clear frustrations last night. He was not happy on the sideline after that drop snap situation. Him and JT Barrett and him were kind of having a conversation, and Caleb was not happy. But I felt like for the most part he kept his composure and he stayed in it. Last year it felt like there was a couple games, when things started to go against the Bears, he just kind of tapped out's a strong word. I thought his toughness was there all year last year, but you just felt like maybe he wasn't in it. He was in it all night last night. He really wanted to win that game, and he found a way to get the job done at the end with a couple of key completions on that game-winning drive. And then obviously they leaned on Swift and the ground game to get into field goal range after they converted that third down to Colston Loveland. How would you grade Caleb last night? A, B, C, D, or F? Probably like a B-. I don't think he played great. But didn't turn the ball over. Jayden turned it over twice, and sometimes in these games, that's kind of what it comes down to. If you don't play great, but if at least you play clean enough, that can be good enough to win a football game on the road against a quality opponent. So we will certainly take it. All right. Little Victory Tuesday for you guys. We will be back for a live Victory Tuesday show, probably around 4 o'clock Central today. So be sure to subscribe and join us for that. Appreciate everybody who tuned in last night as well. You guys are awesome. My name is Harrison Graham. We'll see you guys in a few hours. Bear down.